YouTube, what's going on? This is CJ the Detail Guy. It's back with a video. I'm getting ready to start rolling my fenders. I already got it hooked on. I figured out exactly what I need to do. I got it started a little bit. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Well, I started rolling it. So I'm gonna sit here now. I'm gonna heat this surface up and I'm gonna get to rolling this bad boy. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes of watching me doing it, but I ain't gonna hold y'all through this whole process. So I'm gonna sit y'all down here on the floor so y'all can watch it and see exactly how to do it if you don't know how to do it. But I ain't gonna hold y'all long with it though. So let me get y'all set up. Hoping y'all can see that. But first thing you gotta do, get everything put on correct, get the fitment how you want it, get all your different levels set to where you can start rolling it like you need to. You're gonna need a gun, a heat gun, and a mallet. The mallet, so you can tap some of it back just a little bit, but you don't want to use that too much. The whole process is to get this to roll back and forth as it rolls this fender back. So what you want to do is put some heat on it where you're working at. Don't stick the heat gun in one spot too long. You just want to get it warm enough so when you start rolling it don't crack the paint. So this is what I'm going to do pretty much for the whole thing. Now, when you're rolling these fenders, one thing, if you put your wheels on, notice how it goes. The only area you really need to roll is from this corner here around to this corner here. So basically you want the top of this bad boy to roll up. You don't want all of this to roll up. It's really not necessary for you to try to roll all of this up. You understand? So you want to get this top portion rolled up good from about the corner here to here. The rest of this is pretty much fine. The main thing is this top part right here. Alright? And also, I'm going to roll these fenders, but I'm also going to put my chromes back on. So when I put my chromes back on, I gotta trim my chromes to fit how I'm gonna roll these up, so it goes on nice and neat. I still want that stock factory look going with it, but I don't want to have to chop my daggone chromes all up real bad. So the way I roll these is probably gonna be the exact same way that I roll my chromes. All right. But like I said, you want to heat this up, get it warm, especially where you at. They said you want to get it to about 120 degrees. It's just a cheap little Harbor Freight tool right here. It ain't got no temperature setting on it. So it's kind of one of the things where you kind of got to play it, touch it, feel it, see how it's feeling. It's a little warm now. So, you know, like I said, I had already started. So you probably can see the angle that I got on it already. So what I'm going to start doing, what you want to do is you want to pull it and roll at the same time. What that's going to do is going to flare your fenders out a little bit and roll your back fender. All right, so I'm going to let the heat off. I'm going to let the heat off now. I'm going to get the roll. You want to pull it and roll at the same time. Pull it and roll. Make sure you put your cup in neutral so that you can roll your back in, especially if you got poly traction. You don't want to try to do this with your car in gear. It's not going to work. But the reason why you keep this up like that is because what you don't want to happen is your paint start cracking. Y'all know what I've been through with this paint, so the last thing I want to do is crack on this paint, I have to be right back to the paint shop. All it took me to get this bad boy. So it's going to take some time. Just keep rolling till you get it pretty much how you want it. Pretty much how you want it. And with it being heated up, it makes it a lot easier. to do. You probably can see it rolling. Take your time with it, put proper pressure on it. Y'all see I got this gangster lean going. With it being up on this lift, makes it even easier for me. So, y'all see what's going on. It's pretty much what I gotta do all the way around the whole thing. So, it's some work. You don't know how to do it, don't even attempt to. You understand? Don't even attempt to. Watch, learn how to do it if you want to do it, or just take it to the pros. I'm mechanically inclined, so it makes it kind of easy for me to do it myself rather than carrying it. So, I'll show y'all here in a minute this section that I got so far. Basically, what you want to do, you want to keep on adjusting this bad boy so you get fenders roll how you want them roll. You heard? So. Let me show y'all what I got so far. Hopefully you can see it. See how it's beginning to roll? See how it's rolling there? Beginning to roll back. You can see it there. She's beginning to roll back compared to that right there. You see how flat that is? Now you see it rolling? See how it's starting to roll? That's what I'm going for all the way, like I said, to about here, to this corner. So I'm gonna roll it all the way around to that corner over there, about right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. All right, so that's the process of rolling your fenders. You got spacers if you need them for clearance. On here, that is an adjustment that helps you. But this is an adjustment. It's an adjustment here. And also, it's an adjustment on this side. Go up and down with it to make your fit tighter. All right, but that's the process, y'all. That's what I'm getting ready to do all the way around. And then I'm gonna get to the other side and shoot. Y'all know I hit you back when I got some more. Go on. All right, YouTube. Back. CJ Detail Guy. I got these fenders rolled. Everything's looking good on the outside. Ain't got no issues. But I got them bad boys rolled. Maybe you can see it now. I'll flush back these bad boys are now. I really only needed the tops down to these corners rolled. And they rolled pretty good all the way back. I came down a little bit further just cause. But as you can see, it's flush across there all the way around. This thing worked pretty good. For this to be 50 bucks, it works excellent. Of course, you do need your mallet to tap it a little bit in certain spots that'll help it roll it. But for the most part, this bad boy on its own is doing this thing. I had to use the spacers on here that comes with it. I put the spacers on all 5, and it set me in a perfect position to roll this bad boy back and forth. Of course, I used the heat gun on it to keep the paint from cracking and stuff like that. So it worked out really, really well. So I ain't really got no issues. So I'm getting ready to move over now to the other side and get that side done. But for the most part, this DNA fender roller, it works perfect. And here's the part number again for it. If you want to look it up, like I said, I paid 50 bucks for it, 49 bucks or whatever you want to call it. But that's the information right there where you can get it and do it for yourself. So, you know, it's cool. It took some work. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I've been in here sweating. It's hot. It's one of the hotter days of the summer. It's real hot. I've been in here working to get this side done. It's a lot of back and forth action with this. But once you get it done, it's done. So that's it. So it's done. Now I'm about to relocate this over to the other side, get that other side done, and then that's it. All right. This is CJ the Detail Guy. I'll hit you back when I got some more. I'm gone. YouTube. All right, I'm back. Been a long day, but finally got that thing done. This bad boy here didn't do too bad of a job. For it being $50, I know they got some even cheaper. Only had one problem with it. Y'all see this bolt here? I had to keep turning it so much to where it ate up the screw that came with it. Luckily, I had a bolt that fit, and I put that through and was able to finish the job. But it did pretty good. But I did have to put these spacers. I did have to put these spacers on mine to give me enough leverage to roll it. But I got the wheels on. Now y'all know with this car, I'm dealing with the issue with my frame. So I'm pre-fitting everything now before I get my frame done. So as you can see, I had spacers on the car, which pushed my wheels out a little bit further. So this is how the car sits with no air in the shocks. It's got that tuck look in the back. That's no air in the shocks. That's actually how I want to ride this car. I got the 2-inch drop springs in the back and 1.5 inches in the front. So if you can look at the car, you see that the car got that natural squat to it. All right, any adjustments I need to make, I could just hit my air and level it out on both sides. Because I have both sides of my car separate to where I could match up the pressure and the height, you know, individually behind my license plate tag. But this is how the car sits with no air in the shocks on either side, which is the reason why I wanted to do that fender roll. Before, when I did the fender roll, before I did it, excuse the light, this part of the car was actually sitting on the tire with no shocks, with no air in the shocks. So this is the car sitting all the way down now with room where my finger can come right through there. You see it? It's not gonna hit the tire. Everything's gonna clear, tuck right up underneath the tire. So yeah, so that's good. I rolled it all the way down. It's clear on the back side. Ain't got to worry about nothing hitting. What I got to do now is the chrome trim that goes along here. I got to trim it from here. You see where my finger is? I got to make it match this. So I got to trim the chrome on the inside from here all the way to here. And then the rest of the chrome will go on like it's supposed to with the screws. This side also, the way I'm gonna do it, the screw points is here and here. I'll be able to still screw my chrome in these two spots and around the whole wheel where it's still clear. I won't have no problem with it bouncing down and hitting this tire. Now, where it's sitting is because I got a spacers in there so it'll get off the frame, because you know the guy who did my frame wrong. So I got about a 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch spacer on, or 1 inch spacer on here. Now when I take that spacer off, this is gonna go in more and sit under the car even more. All right, so that fender roll that I just did helped me in so many ways. But for right now, until I can get my frame and stuff done, which that's coming up soon, I gotta rock the spacers on there, and in order for the car to move without hitting here at the lower setting on my shocks, I had to roll the fenders. So that looks good, that's rolled good. You know, that cost me $49 in time. So that's done. I don't got any cracking or anything like that on my paint. Got a few chips up in here, but that stuff is going to be covered by the chrome. Same thing on the other side. You grab the light. Same thing on the other side. Pretty much did the exact same thing as you can see it. When you look down that line, it's tucked up under there pretty good. So again, when you rub your fingers through here, you got plenty of room to get past. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Everything's good all the way around. You're all the way around. So once I take these spacers off, like I said, it's going to bring my wheel in even further, which is going to give me even more clearance here. You understand? So yeah, so I'm happy about that. So that's done. This is the test fit of it now, where I just did. So it's looking good to me. Like I said, I do got some chipping, because of course I had to hammer a couple spots. My light unplugged, but I got a little bit of chipping right here on the inside. I put some clear over it to hold it in place where it don't chip off too much. Like I said, but once I put the chromes on, you know, that's gonna cover that up and hold that in place. So but yeah, she's looking good. Like I said, you can see how it sits as it is. I got it turned, cocked this to the, it's been hot today, so I'm feeling this heat today. So I got it turned to the right just a little bit, so it's got a little lean to it on one side. So yeah, I'm gonna test drive this joker probably tomorrow or something like that, just to see how it rides at its lowest point right there. What I was doing before, in order to drive it, I'll put my shocks at its highest point so that it wouldn't be sitting down on the tires and cut into the tires. So it rode okay, but y'all know I don't want to hit it too hard with that frame still like it is. So that's why I'm taking my time putting this bad boy together. But that frame, that fender roller, like I said, it came in handy, and it worked out well. Only had one issue, and that was the screw lever here. I just replaced that with one that I had, and I'm good. Now I can use this whenever somebody asks me to do it. Now I got the hang of this thing, because this thing, if you ain't got the hang of this bad boy, I ain't gonna say you can mess something up, but you'll be just sitting here rolling this bad boy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, doing nothing. You gotta know how to work the wheel, and you definitely gotta know how to work this screw to bring it in and bring it out. This screw here only matters when you first put it on the car, because you just want to get it set in the hole that allows this to press up against the car. So you really got to know how to work this lever here, this screw here, and the adjustment for up and down knob here. If you don't, and you just trying to run this thing across there, you'll be doing this forever. So I had to watch a couple videos to really get the hang of it. I appreciate all of those guys on YouTube that's posting those things. It helped me out a lot. Hope this video helps out, but I got it all done in a day, a few hours. So it's been a hot Sunday here in VA. I don't know how it is nowhere else, but it's been a little warm. So today it got the best of me today. Finally got that old beater done. Waiting on the client to come from Jersey to get that one. So I'm glad about that, but I'm about to get up out of here. One more thing knocked off the list of what got to get done to the 83 T-Top. So y'all know, once I got some more, I'll hit you back. I'm gone.